On this week's Waypoint, REK'SAI burrows her way into the spotlight of awesomeness. Riot has revealed massive viewer numbers for the World Championships. And Riot has finally announced a merchandise store. What's up, guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly League of Legends recap. I'm your host, Kat Andrusco, and I'm super excited to talk about REK'SAI, the Void Burrower. Last week, we talked about her teaser trailer, and our speculation wasn't too far off. She is a complete beast. She's basically a void-themed land shark, and that means tunnels. So let's start there with her W. Burrow, unsurprisingly, sends REK'SAI underground and essentially grants her radar, which she can use to sense enemy champions in a wide area around her. Her movement speed is increased while she's underground, and she'll ignore unit collisions. Using W again will bring REK'SAI back to the surface, knocking up and damaging all surrounding champions. She does not have a stealth mechanic, and other champions can see an attacker while she's underground though, hitting her with skill shots and AoEs. But trust me, that's a good thing, because looking at the rest of her kit, giving her stealth would have been ludicrous. Her passive is the least interesting part of her kit. She gains Fury when she attacks her enemies, and burrowing consumes her Fury in exchange for health regen. Her Q changes depending on whether she's underground or not. Above ground, it causes her next 3 basic attacks to hit all enemies around her. That's going to be great for farming the jungle or cutting down minions in lane. Underground, you can get a very long-range skill shot that damages and reveals all enemies near its detonation point. Her E again changes depending on if she's above or below ground. Above ground, it's pure single-target melee damage. The damage is increased depending on her Fury, and it'll even deal true damage with a full Fury bar. That means in a teamfight or a skirmish, you're going to want to use that before you go underground and lose all your Fury. Below ground is where this champion really starts to come together as a jungler. REK'SAI digs towards a target location, creating a pair of long-lasting tunnels at the 2 ends of her path. Now, the range isn't super long. It's pretty comparable to Jarvan's flag toss, and it works similarly in the jungle. This ability allows her to create her own jungle paths, quickly going under walls other champions would have had to go around. Also, because the tunnels last a good while, she doesn't even have to use the ability again to reuse them. Now, her ultimate is insane. Passively, she gains attack speed, but her active is crazy. Remember those tunnels she creates with her E? She can use her ultimate to very quickly travel to any pre-existing tunnel on the map after a short channel. That's basically teleport as an ultimate, to literally any location you've already been to. Dragon, Baron, buffs, counter ganking, defending, split pushing, there is so much utility and map control in this one ability. Okay, so as much as I love this, I'm a little surprised that Riot is actually doing it. They've been moving away from global abilities for a long time, with nerfs to Twisted Fate, Nocturne, Zillion, etc., etc., etc. But I guess the difference with REK'SAI is she does have to visit the location she wants in advance. Either way, if her numbers are on point, I can almost guarantee we're going to see a lot of her in competitive play next year. Hats off to Riot for giving us particularly unique, cool, interesting champions lately. We've known the 2014 championships were a huge success, but now we have the cold hard facts. Riot has announced the viewer numbers for the tournament, and ongamers.net has an awesome infograph we've linked to below. So here are the big numbers. 288 million cumulative daily unique impressions. That means that if you watched for all 15 days of the tournament, you're counted 15 times in that figure. Fans watched 179 million hours of footage. By comparison, in Season 3, that number was only 70 million hours, which is a monstrous jump. The finals themselves had 11.2 million concurrent viewers, while Season 3 finals had 8.7 million. So again, a really big jump there. The next figure is pretty surprising, actually. 27 million unique viewers for the finals. And that's actually down from the 32 million in 2013. It's official. League of Legends is dead. Lol. I've got some bad news for you if you're a little short on cash this holiday. We've been asking for it for a long time, and Riot is finally delivering with a merchandise store. The store will be launching in beta soon, as in days or weeks, right in time for Christmas. During the beta, you can expect to see t-shirts, hoodies, collectibles, posters, plushies, and accessories, with more items being added in 2015. Here are a couple of items Riot has teased: a Rengar t-shirt and a super cute Jinx collectible. It'll be interesting to see what champions are featured and which aren't. Off the top of my head, Jinx #1, obviously, then Vi, Ahri, Annie, Draven, Darius, etc. Popularity among fans more so than how popular they are in-game is what I'm guessing. If you're hoping for anything Vel'Koz, I would be really surprised. Do you know what League of Legends lacks? Tanks. Well, you know, other than Maokai and Mundo and most of the top lane. Okay, fine, we sort of have tanks. But what we don't have is great big tanks with massive guns and stuff though. If that's the sort of tank you're looking for, then I highly encourage you to check out World of Tanks. World of Tanks is a free-to-play, team-based MMO, action-packed with hundreds of unlockables and hours of content to experience, all for the low, low price of free. It's a really fun game, and it's not remotely pay to win. Everything can be unlocked by playing the game, keeping everyone on the same competitive playing field. There's absolutely no risk in trying World of Tanks, so head on over to gboffer.com/tanks and check it out today. Following that link and checking out the game is also just a great way to support us and help us to continue to make shows like Waypoint. Once again, to check out World of Tanks and support this content, head on over to gboffer.com/tanks and have a blast. That does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. For more video game news and content, head on over to gamebreaker.tv. Be sure to check back every week for the latest League of Legends news. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below and help us reach more people. And if you want more League of Legends content, recaps, and updates, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, LolNation TV. Quick shout out to my new friend, Dan Duddy, who just realized 2 months into our friendship that I'm the same cat who hosts this show. And as always, I'm Cat Andrusco. You can follow me on Twitter @CatAndrusco. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
Game Breaker TV.